What's up, Taiwan? I'm Reese with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Lawmakers have adopted the opposition's plan for drone spending.
赞成60位委员，反对50位委员，赞成者多数，全案表决通过。
Under the bill, Taiwan will allocate $7.6 billion over 6 years to develop its drone capabilities, with the legislature reviewing and overseeing the budget annually. The Economy Ministry will monitor the project. The ruling Democratic Progressive Party had proposed a $6.6 billion special budget that would have been allocated upfront and spent over several years. Its version would have put the Defense Ministry in charge of the program. To learn more about what the budget means for the future of Taiwan's drone supply chain, our reporter Alan Liu spoke with Li Gang, director of the Unmanned Vehicles R&D Center at National Taiwan University.
We saw that the opposition version passed today, meaning drone spending will now go through the annual budget review. How do you view this result?
Originally, the ruling party's versions is aimed to create a significant momentum for the non-PRC supply chains, to really function. But now we have to think about how we can earn the trust and also earn the purchase order from Western country, not just only rely on Taiwanese government's defense budget, special drone budgets. It's not the ideal case, not the optimal case. Yeah. Current versions still provide some money, but from some perspective, I think it also create the hurdle for international cooperation, for co-production, for supply chain establishment. Yeah.
In the global drone market, China has clear advantages in pricing, scale, and supply chains. How can Taiwan differentiate itself and remain competitive?
Taiwanese companies' advantage, I think most of Democrat allies would trust Taiwanese company more than Chinese company, because in China, even the private company, they still need to follow the central government, CCP's command, instruction. So all the electronics devices, which has AI perception modules or wireless communication chip, and they can steal information from the user. So for the dual use main vehicles domain is the most important issue is security.
Taiwan has repeatedly talked about building a non-red drone supply chain. What are the next steps to turn that goal into actual orders and production?
Since 4 years ago, Taiwanese government start investing in the supply chain of drones. However, there is no significant order, no sizable order from domestic market or international market until recent months. We heard that some Taiwanese company, they got really sizable order from Europe. I think the most important thing for Taiwanese company right now should be prepared is for really develop non-PRC supply chain by themselves internally, and we should aggregate the demand from all the democratic allies.
That was Li Gang, director of the Unmanned Vehicles R&D Center at National Taiwan University. Taiwan's Coast Guard is raising concerns over record-breaking numbers of Chinese vessels operating around the country. Official data shared with AFP shows Taiwan counted 244 incursions by Chinese boats in July, nearly 5 times the number for June. Taiwan's Coast Guard calls this grey zone harassment, hostile activities that do not rise to the level of open conflict. China has been sending vessels into restricted waters, while its navy has also been carrying out patrols. China is urging its citizens to leave Taiwan's only diplomatic ally in Africa, Eswatini, citing security risks. The Chinese Foreign Ministry says Eswatini has problems with cyber fraud and crime linked to gambling and told its citizens to relocate to other countries. Eswatini is one of Taiwan's 12 remaining diplomatic allies. China has been trying to get the African kingdom to switch recognition from Taipei to Beijing. To find out more about what's behind China's order for its citizens to leave Eswatini, Leslie Liao spoke with Yan Zhengsen, a political science professor at National Zhengzhi University.
So China told its citizens to leave Eswatini, saying that there's a lot of cybercrime and fraud related to gambling in the country. What do you make of that?
China actually had more more trade relation with Eswatini. So there are a lot of Chinese in Eswatini. And those people who venture to Africa, a lot of them are less restricted by the domestic law in China. So they might be involved in gambling and other stuff. I think what China is telling its citizens, saying, hey, if this happens, if you are indicted in South Africa, we might be able to help you because we do have diplomatic relations, but at Eswatini, sorry, we cannot help.
Now, do you think that there are any diplomatic intentions behind this move regarding Eswatini's status as Taiwan's last remaining diplomatic ally in Africa?
I don't think this is, for any kind of diplomatic gain because they could. I mean, this is not going to help them at all, right? The best thing happened to them will be they do have people got indicted involving illegal activities in Eswatini, and then they have to go to Mbabanet, to the capital of Eswatini, to negotiate for their release or something. But right now, when you warn about this, means you have no channel of communication with the Eswatini authority, and that's why you advise them to leave the country because you are incapable of helping or assisting them to leave.
Now, Taiwan is also in Palau, one of its other diplomatic allies for the Pacific Islands Forum Summit. Now, Palau has also been a target of Chinese pressure because it has diplomatic relations with Taipei. Is this part of a bigger trend that we're seeing where China is trying to suppress Taipei internationally?
10 years ago, finally, the United States woke up to China's aggressive diplomatic poaching of Taiwan's diplomatic ally. So that helped Taiwan by telling the diplomatic ally of Taiwan, saying if you switch relation, there will be consequences. It didn't stop some countries, but for countries with strong diplomatic relation with the U.S., like Palau, like other Central American or Caribbean countries, that might help.
That was National Zhengzhi University political science professor Yan Zhengsen. A group of local scientists has discovered that giving probiotics to corals can slow down coral bleaching. Irene Lin takes a look.
Under Taiwan's southern sea, vibrant coral reefs stretch across the ocean floor. But with global warming causing water temperatures to rise, coral bleaching has become a crisis that many marine biologists are working hard to solve. And now, one team from Taiwan's top research institute has found a unique treatment, probiotics.
添加进去呢，在珊瑚里面就会让它这个珊瑚的对这个环境的压力可以做比较有效的适应。如果提升了高温的话，它也比较不容易白化。
The team added various types of probiotics to coral cell samples and found some that not only improve the coral's health, but also build up their defenses for hotter habitats. Although this technique is still in early trials, the team says it could be a big leap forward for coral reef restoration. Taiwan's Ocean Conservation Administration has been growing coral for years and says it will continue to monitor areas of bleaching.
各学术单位然后政府机关合作然后我们有一些在地守护的团体他如果进到海里的时候，如果看到珊瑚白化的部分，就跟我们讲，让我们来做一个更精确的白化的预警跟调查。
Marine biologists say coral reefs are crucial habitats for thousands of species. bringing together plenty of fishery resources and minerals. While parts of society try to combat global warming on land, these scientists are working to help marine ecosystems weather the changing environment. Fu Huahong and Irene Lin for TaiwanPlus.
Melbourne-born Tim Cole built an award-winning career as a music producer and video director, working on projects across Europe, the United States and Asia. But during the pandemic, he and his Taiwanese wife decided to relocate to her hometown in Nantou, where Cole now collaborates with Taiwanese Indigenous singers. In this episode of Hacker TV's Home Sweet Home, we follow the couple as they share island voices with the world.
My background is my ancestors. They were settlers, free settlers on one side of the family. The other side, probably a lot of Australia was the Europeans that came were convicts and brought over to work and establishing settlements. And at the moment in Australia, these issues are very much in the fore as Australia is coming to terms with it in relationship to Aboriginal people and finding ways to heal that relationship. But very much I feel like I am Australian. It's weird, like I've been back to England and this is where my genes, my ancestry is. But look, I didn't really feel something special there. It was when I got back to Australia I felt, wow, this is where my heart is. And I must say that my heart is also here in this part of Taiwan at the moment, here with Babao, and also I've sort of really fallen in love with the nature in this place as well. Beautiful place here. When I saw them first in Taiwan at the night market, I just wanted them as a kitchen, even if it was inside, because I love it that it's all together. Stainless steel is the best to cook on. You can put hot pans straight on it. But I love it that it's outside, that I'm also cooking outside. I love that our lifestyle, and you can do that in Taiwan too. In Australia, in Melbourne, it gets too cold. But here we can live half outside. And you look at our house, it's sort of smallish, but we don't feel that.
寶寶煮飯也唔係幾煮，出天嚟也唔係幾出，洗碗也唔係幾洗，洗衫下擺夾先生咪自家洗，所以我下擺我講，做人嘅老婆按樣我太難死嘛。佢講，這幾組好按樣啊，好，那就尊重他們，因為他們有他們相處的模式，嘿。
Just wait till they pop a bit, just to get the flavours out of those seeds. Need all those onions. Yeah, thank you. Share another family dinner here over at our house. Yeah, so. Samoning, Amuse? Anzuse. Yeah, for me, yeah, being here and being part of the family, yeah, sincerely. It's huge for me. It means very much. Yeah.
就是你之前有常吃 Tim 的料理吗？
尤其那个冬天我们时常会烤火。那烤火就时常看电影，然后就Tim他会做他拿手的异国料理。我个人最喜欢的是那种巴厘岛的那种，像绿咖喱啊，那像泰国那个青木瓜丝啊，这样做的也非常棒。然后他做料理他有一个习惯，就是说，今天吃巴厘岛的就巴厘岛，不要混那个什么墨西哥进来这样，忠于原味这样子。
I don't I don't have a lot of money behind me, but I felt nothing but acceptance and support and welcoming and friendship, and I feel that they, you know, believe in what we do, that the work we're doing is a big picture, you know. I mean, it's small, it's us just doing it, it's not through what we can do, work with musicians to create special music. And I feel, although I'm not bringing the money and these other things which are important to many families, I'm still accepted and I feel part of the family, you know, bringing what I can.
我觉得在经济上，我们比较不会担心啦，因为其实，我们一直都对这些物欲本来就一直比较低，就是他们像波波他们应该也一直都是这样子，他们即使到国外去，其实都还是一样可以吃苦耐劳。
So a question, how is the food? What do you think? Is it?
南洋菜最好食，南洋最好食。那个，那吊菜好，吊菜还好食。
She likes the eggplant.
Yeah, we love that one too. I'm to say.
就是我们明天要去台东找普塔，那我们现在就是在打包行李，因为明天一大早6点15分我们就要出去，然后明天的行程就是我们到台东之后，希望可以去看一下就是拍摄的环境，因为这支 MV 我们想要在海里面拍。
So, I'm taking my little recording setup for when we travel. I mean, look, it all fits in here.
Yeah.
That we can take on planes, and so basically I have a full recording studio here. Microphones. This is my field recorder, my camera gear. The stuff you expect. Where is it? A monitor. Oh. And just some extra leads, the tripod in here. I always carry the camera around my neck. And my swimmers. And my swimmers, because we're going to be going to the beach, so I definitely go for a swim.
Yeah. Puta did say the wind might be strong tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, but I want to. We may not. I want to make this music video of her in the ocean, like singing this song the way she does on stage, like just.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I will need to bring this bag though. Maybe it's
我们今天早上5点半起床，然后6点15分，我妈载我到南投，然后坐共乘计程车到台中火车站，然后再从火车站搭火车过来。因为我们自己没有车 ，Tim 之前在澳洲有2台车，然后我们为了要做小岛大哥计划，就把那2台车卖掉，然后去换一点现金可以买设备。对啊，然后在台湾没有车。
No, if we don't need to own a car, I think that's good. Cars pollute and a lot of responsibility keeping them going. And no, I love the trains here and best public transport system in the whole world in Taiwan.
Yeah.
It's true. Hey! Simon! Wow, it's like deja vu.
Wow. Wow, it's been a long time.
It has been a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So great you're here.
Well,
Very
welcome
cool.
to my homestay.
这是 Simon， 就是那个《Songline》杂志的总编，然后第一次来到台湾。
Yeah, Tim told me what they were doing at a festival that we go to every year. So this was about 3 or 4 years ago, wasn't it?
2017.
More, yeah. 5 years ago we met.
Yeah.
So and it's been great following what they've been doing for the last years, and it's really special what they're doing.
Wow, thank you.
I met Bao Bao and Tim at a trade fair that's held every year called WOMEX. It's where all the world music people get together. In 2017, it was in Katowice in Poland, and it was Tim who came up to me and started telling me about the work that they were doing, showed me some videos, played me some music, and first of all, what struck me was the beauty of the music, but then the ambition of the project, you know, to bring out these mainly indigenous voices, not only from Taiwan, but from across Oceania, and showing the links, the shared heritage of these people. And the way he was bringing it all together with video, with superb recordings, and mixing all these different elements, I thought was really impressive. So I've seen some live performance of Small Island Big Song, which is really impressive. And what's a real privilege now is to be here in Taiwan and to meet some of the musicians who they're working with and to see them on their home territory, because seeing this music on stage is one thing, but going to where the essence of where it comes out from is something else altogether, and that's something I haven't yet done, but I'm really looking forward to.
Here we are!
不要拍哦！要付钱是什么？就那客家电视，我跟你讲。
That was part 3 of Tim Cole's story. Stay tuned tomorrow for the final part. You can find more episodes of Home Sweet Home on Hacker TV's YouTube channel. As Taiwan celebrates Ghost Month, the city of Keelung held its annual Ghost Festival, a tradition dating back to the 1800s. Our reporter Larry Hisiano went to check it out.
People in Keelung are getting ready for one of the year's major religious events, as the city hosts Taiwan's biggest Ghost Month celebration. They prepare offerings to welcome back the souls of the departed. The annual Keelung tradition began as a way of burying the hatchet. Back in the 19th century, it was a means of resolving a feud among recently arrived settlers from China's Fujian province. Ever since 1855, the descendants of those settlers still take turns organizing the Ghost Festival and acting as the Jupu, the ones responsible for managing the whole event. They ride at the front of the parade, and later, their lantern will be the first to hit the water, and they make sure everyone knows who's who. The annual festival is a big part of locals' lives.
这个我从小就开始参加了，就是看到整个基隆街上，然后都是基隆市的市民，然后出来看热闹这样子。希望就是可以一直传承下去，然后让基隆市的市民这样子都可以多多出来参与这样的民俗文化。
This festival is a mix of new and old. Line dances, school honor guards, and other traditional performances roll by, alongside K-pop dancers and cars decked out in anime stickers. These are not your grandparents' sound systems, or costumes, or dance moves.
We're right in the middle of the parade, and it seems like all of Keelung is here for the festival, showing just how important this is to the city's civic life. But the show's main highlight has yet to start.
The parade continued downtown, complete with a fireworks display. The special Ghost Festival celebrations attracted some foreign tourists to Keelung, a city not on most itineraries.
It was amazing. I'm from Switzerland, and there's like something similar. It's called Street Parade in Zurich, and so it was nice to see something similar. They are of course lively. They love to enjoy their life, and yeah, not just like I thought they would be more reserved, but I see everyone loves life.
The highlight of the festivities took place on the coast, where handcrafted lanterns are released into the water. Each one is an ornately decorated offering, the result of countless hours of work from dozens of family members.
因为这个活动，那个给我感觉是觉得，我现在运势会比较好一点，因为我们有在帮忙这些祖先啊，我们的姓氏的那个宗祠帮忙他们这样子啊，我已经2-3年了。
The lanterns are carried down to the water's edge before being released. They are a beacon to attract wandering ghosts to come ashore, where they can partake in offerings and feast. The further the lanterns get into sea, the more prosperity the family can expect. Rough waters this year prevented them from getting too far from shore, but with every lantern set ablaze, a family cheered and onlookers clapped. Klein Wong and Larry Siano for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. You can visit the TaiwanPlus website or follow our social media for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with images of revelers throwing tomatoes at the La Tomatina Festival in Spain. I'm Rhys says, take care and see you next time.